My name is Kenzie Davis, and I live in Brooklyn, New York. So I started managing Sub T about a little bit over a year ago. I started managing them because they were my best friends and they wanted to start a band, and I wanted more experience in the music industry. So I was like, let me manage you. It's just been a really fun journey of like learning how to book shows and learning how to brand a band and connect with other people and make friends. I moved to New York like 4 years ago, and I knew I wanted to work in music, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to be a part of it. So I started working at venues and I did like front of house stuff, and I just like loved being around live music. And then COVID happened and that kind of all ended and everything. And I was like, oh my God, I graduate in a year. What am I going to do? Becoming Sub T's manager was a really important part of like learning what I wanted to do and figuring out what I wanted, because I knew I wanted to work with artists and I knew I wanted to like kind of be involved in what goes on and like rolling out an album and like being a part of like building an artist brand and image and stuff like that. So that was like, Sub T's been my first like professional music experience, and I've been able to bring that into internships and into like job interviews. And like I just got a full-time job, and like I would say it's like been a crucial part of like my application, because I was able to be like, here's what I've written, here's what I've done like numbers wise, and like bring that to them so that they saw it like had experience. So yeah, it's just like played a huge role in everything and kind of like refined the previous experiences that I've had that have been more like customer service based. So yeah, it just tied everything in together really nicely. I think it can be really challenging like starting out when you're working with a new band, because you're all like learning everything at the same time. Like there's not really a guide on how to be a manager. Like I did an artist management internship, and it's nothing like what I'm doing like now day to day. So it can be really hard to like figure out what you're supposed to be doing, especially when like no one's telling you what to do, if that makes sense. Like you don't have a boss, like no one's telling you you're supposed to do this, or like step 1, 2, and 3. You just kind of have to figure it out and like talk to your artist and like figure out what their goals are and what they want to do, and figure out how to accomplish them. And then it's also been like challenging to make connections through COVID and everything, because like shows are back, but some people still don't go to shows, and then some people like, I don't know, it's different after COVID. Like people don't go out, or people don't like meet face to face as much anymore outside of like going to shows or like social events. So I would say it's like harder to make connections. So that's been a bit challenging, but like going to things like South by and being able to meet people when you're out, and just as things open up, it's been a little bit easier. But yeah, I would say like some of the biggest challenges are just being like lack of experience, which is also an advantage because you learn so much and like people are willing to teach you things and people are really great. It can also be a disadvantage. And then just not being able to like make connections easily, which is also like getting better with time. Like I feel like everything gets better with time and experience for sure.